Good morning, students. Our session of Advanced Financial Management, that is IBFS. In the previous session, we have discussed about the prospects. As we all know that prospect, that is a kind of advertisement that is to the general public, and in prospects organization is going to include each and everything related to the financial information of the organization, and with the help of this information any individual or any investor is able to take the decision whether to invest in a particular company or not. And the prospects, I think it is clear in your mind. Now today we are going to start with the new topic, and that is offer documents. Basically, offer document is again a kind of physical document that invites the potential investors in a general sense and in a open market. Offer document means prospects in case of public issue, or offer for sale and letter of offer in case of right issue, which is filed with the registrar of the companies and stock exchanges. An offer document covers all the relevant information to help an investor to make him or her investment decision. Again, we can say that offer document is nothing but it is a kind of prospects. We can also give the synonym of prospects as an offer document. Now here it is given that in the case of public issue, the organization uses the word as offer document, and in the case of right issue, they are terming it as a letter of offer. So again, offer document is a kind of prospects which gives the financial information to an individual who wishes to invest in the particular organization. It is said as a formal advertisement. Prospects and offer documents are an example of formal advertisement published by the issuer company. As we all know that issuer company raising capital through prospect has to file a draft offer document with SEBI at least 30 days prior to the filing of prospects before registrar of company along with necessary fee. When organization is going to publish his prospects, so before publishing the prospects, it is compulsory for the organization that is to draft an offer document, or it is a kind of content in which organization is going to explain that how the structure of the prospect will be and what you are going to include in your prospects. And it is compulsory for an issuer company that is to draft offer document or the register of offer document with SEBI prior to 30 days of filing the prospects with the required fees. The specified fees is payable on the basis of size of public issue. The fee is totally depends upon the size of the issue that an issuer company wishes to raise their capital in an open market. Now, when the company is going to draft the offer document with SEBI, at that time SEBI is going to analyze each and every information in a proper manner, and on the basis of that analysis the SEBI comes to know about whether the company is giving true and fair view of the organization of the financial position, or the company is doing malpractices. It is totally depends upon the content of offer document that organization is including at the time of drafting the prospects. So now it is a duty of SEBI, that is to make an analysis of the offer documents. And the SEBI may ask for other necessary information related to draft the offer documents. They are going to analyze other related information which gives a proper content that is to be included in the prospects. So, again I am repeating myself that a document written by a company to the shareholder of another company explaining why it wants to buy their company and describing the details of its offer. This is offer for sale of securities in the case of public issue, which should be filed with SEBI by an issuer company. Through merchant banker at least 30 days prior to filing the prospectus with registrar of company. So it is mandatory to submit their offer documents. Now, after the analysis of the draft document through SEBI, SEBI is going to publish the same offer document, the same prospects in his official website. So now offer document and prospects are generally easily available to each and everyone, and it is compulsory for an issuer company, that is to file this offer document with the help of merchant banker. As we all know that merchant bankers, they are the agent of an issuer company. They are doing everything, each and everything related with the issuing requirements on the behalf of the issuer company. So they are playing an important role as far as the public issue is concerned. Now we'll discuss about the contents of offer documents. What are the details that an issuer company needs to include in offer document? First one, offer document should contain disclosures of Companies Act and SEBI regulations. So, as per the disclosures and as per the SEBI regulations, they are going to include each and everything in the offer document. Second one, contents of offer document should be made public through display on the website of SEBI. Organization is not going to personally disclose their offer document and their prospects, but it is to be published through the SEBI website. Then after, the contact numbers and postal addresses of the company's officer of the issuer or the merchant banker must be there in the prospects. Then after, final copy of the offer document should be filed before SEBI, as we already discussed it. Then after, copy of offer document easily available to the prospective investors. Now this is the main point, that it should be easily available to each and everyone who wishes to invest in the particular organization. Offer document contains disclosure specified by Companies Act and SEBI. A copy of it should be provided by the issuer to any person on his request or demand. When the organization is issuing their offer document and prospects, but if the prospective investor wants again the further information of the particular company, then they gets the information through their personal request or through their personal demand. So it is about the offer document. Right issue. Now, first and foremostly, we are having the explanation in the simple words. ઓર્ગેનાઇઝેશન જ્યારે ફર્સ્ટ ટાઈમ પબ્લિક થ્રુ કેપિટલને રેઝ કરે છે, સો દેટ પ્રોસેસ ઇઝ નોન એઝ IPO, that is initial public offering, as we all know that. હવે ફર્સ્ટ ટાઈમ IPO થ્રુ કેપિટલ રેઝ ઓર્ગેનાઇઝેશને પ્રોપર મેનરમાં કરેલી છે અને એ IPO અગેન 100% સબસ્ક્રિપ્શન પણ એને મળેલું છે and it is totally successful. Now, હવે after few years, organization જ્યારે સેકન્ડ ટાઈમ અગેન એ લોકો માર્કેટમાંથી કેપિટલ રેઝ કરે છે by issuing shares to the general public. આ સિચ્યુએશનમાં it is a duty of the organization, that is to first offer their issue to their existing shareholders. એટલે સેકન્ડ ટાઈમ જ્યારે ઓર્ગેનાઇઝેશન ઇસ્યુ કરે છે ત્યારે ઇટ ઇઝ અ પાર્ટ ઓફ ડ્યુટી કે તમે તમારા જે ઓલરેડી એક્ઝિસ્ટિંગ શેર હોલ્ડર છો, જેટલા પણ શેર હોલ્ડર છે એને તમે ફર્સ્ટ ઓફર કરો તમારા નવા શેર્સ, એન્ડ ઇફ દે વિશિસ ટુ પરચેઝ ધ સેમ, અને એ લોકોને જો ઇન્ટરેસ્ટ હશે તમારા નવા ઇસ્યુમાં, તો ડિરેક્ટલી એ લોકો રાઇટ ઇસ્યુ થ્રુ તમારી ઓર્ગેનાઇઝેશનના શેર્સને ફર્ધર પરચેસ કરશે. એટલે એ લોકોને એક્ઝિસ્ટિંગ શેર હોલ્ડર્સને માર્કેટમાંથી શેર્સને પરચેસ કરવાની કોઈ રિક્વાયરમેન્ટ નહીં થાય, બિકોઝ કંપની ડિરેક્ટલી ઓફર the new issue to their existing shareholders. પછી જેટલા એક્ઝિસ્ટિંગ શેર હોલ્ડર્સ પરચેસ કરે છે કંપનીના નવા શેર્સ, અને જેટલા રિમેનિંગ શેર્સ હશે એ રિમેનિંગ શેર્સ પછી અવેલેબલ હશે ઇન ધ જનરલ પબ્લિક, કે જેટલા પ્રોસ્પેક્ટિવ ઇન્વેસ્ટર્સ છે એ લોકો માટે પછી રિમેનિંગ ઓર્ગેનાઇઝેશનના શેર્સ અવેલેબલ હશે. Again, I am mentioning one thing, that to purchase the remaining share or to purchase the new shares of the organization is not compulsion. Existing shareholder કંપનીના નવા શેર પરચેસ કરે એની માટે કોઈ પણ જાતનું કમ્પલ્ઝન છે એ કંપની ન્યૂ શેર્સ માટે કરતી નથી. એક્ઝિસ્ટિંગ શેર હોલ્ડર્સની વિલિંગનેસ હશે, એમને પરચેસ કરવા હશે તો જ અલાઉ કરે છે કંપની, બટ કોઈ પણ જાતનો ફોર્સ તમે તમારા એક્ઝિસ્ટિંગ શેર હોલ્ડર ઉપર કરી ન શકો કે એ લોકો તમારી કંપનીના નવા શેર્સ પરચેસ કરે. Okay. Now we are explaining further. A rights offering or right issue is a group of rights offered to existing shareholders to purchase additional stock shares known as subscription warrants in proportion to their existing holding. હવે તમારે ગમે તેટલા રાઇટ પરચેસ કરવા હશે તો દેટ ઇઝ નોટ અવેલેબલ ટુ યુ, બટ તમારી પાસે જે પ્રપોર્શનમાં અત્યારે તમે એક્ઝિસ્ટિંગ શેર્સને હોલ્ડ કરો છો એ જ પ્રપોર્શનમાં યુ આર ગોઈંગ ટુ પરચેસ ધ ન્યૂ રાઇટ્સ. એટલે સપોઝ મારી પાસે સો એન્ડ સો ઓર્ગેનાઇઝેશનના 50 શેર્સ છે, તો એ 50 શેર્સના પ્રપોર્શનની બેઝિસ ઉપર મને નેક્સ્ટ રાઇટ શેર્સ છે એ અવેલેબલ થશે. These are considered to be a type of option since it gives a company's stockholders the right but not the obligation. તમને રાઇટ આપે છે for the purchase of new issue, but it is not an obligation to the shareholders that they are going to purchase compulsory. Compulsory purchase is not there. It is totally based upon the willingness of the existing shareholders. That is to purchase additional shares in the company. And in the another term we can say that right issue is the sale of additional equity capital to the existing shareholders at offered price. So it is only available to the existing shareholders. Now the company should send a letter of offer to the eligible existing shareholders to buy a new shares at the offered price. The letter of offer should be sent along with the application form through registered or speed post within the few dates of opening date of issue. So રાઇટ ઇશ્યુ કંપની ઓફર કરે છે તો એનું નોલેજ એક્ઝિસ્ટિંગ શેર હોલ્ડર્સને કંપનીના ઓફરના બેઝિસ ઉપર ખબર પડી જશે. એ જે ઓફર હશે એમાં again a few options are given by the organization, and that is the first one, that is the existing shareholder can buy new shares at the offered price. જે કંપની ઓફર આપે છે પ્રાઇઝની એ પ્રાઇઝે they are able to purchase, or they can sell in the open market and renounced his right, or sometimes they are going to renounce a part of his right and exercise the remaining part. So basically there are many options as far as the right issues are concerned. Now we'll see the difference between right issue and the public issue. As we all know that public issue is an offer made to the general public, but it is not so in the right issue. Now in the right issue, the issue offer is given to the existing shareholder first, and then after it is available to the general public. Now we'll discuss about the process of right issue. The first one, that is decision of issuing right shares, is taken in the meeting of the BOD of the company. Board of Director ની જે meeting હશે, in that meeting they are going to discuss or they are going to decide about the right issue. The second one, shareholder meeting is also convened and this agreement is also obtained. Then after resolution passed in the meeting of the shareholders and details related to it are required to the registrar of companies within 30 days of the resolution. Then after membership registration is closed and the list of members is prepared to identify eligible shareholders for the right issue. The next step, list of members, temporary allotment letters are prepared and dispatched. Then after list of the members accepting to the purchase rights, shares is also prepared. Then after the arrangement of all the shares is properly allotted, share certificate is prepared, and with the help of this share certificate, the existing shareholders are in position to purchase the right issues. So that's all about the right issues. Now in the next session we are going to discuss about the private placement. So that's all for today. I hope you all are clear about it.